Hello everybody, this is Shad Al-Qassas, Head of Science Department, Sharjah American International School. And today we're going to talk about VEX Robotics, the future is now. The main objectives of this presentation is to define what's the meaning of a robot, why robotics are important in education, and then we're going to highlight the different advantages of the VEX Robotics and the types of VEX Robotics kits and the different types of competitions and championships of VEX Robotics. So before going into these details, we need to define the meaning of a robot. So what is a robot? A robot basically is any device or anybody that receives different instructions, and after receiving these instructions it will translate it into actions. So if you are wondering how a certain device receives different instructions, so the answer is by sensors. Putting different sensors or attaching different sensors to a device, such as ultrasonic sensors, temperature sensor, sound sensor, or any kind of sensor. These sensors are giving different instructions and they allow the robot to take different actions. And we can do this by programming. So the coordination between instructions and actions is done by a certain program that we design the robot to do these instructions by. So why robotics are important? Robotics are important in this era of education, especially that we are applying lots of new teaching strategies and ideas, such as STEM and STEAM. STEM, which is STEM, is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. And STEAM is another one that added the arts in the approach itself. Due to Susan Riley, she defined the STEAM as an educational approach to learning that uses science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics as an access point or access points for guiding students' inquiry, dialogue, and critical thinking. And these are very important dimensions and outcomes in education. It is very important to guide our students' inquiry and questions to be able to identify different problems. And also it is important to develop dialogue in order to communicate these problems and suggest solutions. And finally, to develop their critical thinking skills in order to find the right solution or different solutions for these problems. That's why STEAM and STEM approaches are very important in education. So why robotics in education? Why it is very important for applying STEM and STEAM to use or utilize robotics? We believe that robotics integrates different dimensions of learning, such as technology, computers, mathematics, science, physics, engineering, and art. And by utilizing all of these learning outcomes and goals, students are having fun. In robotics, students are identifying a specific problem or a mission, and then they decide a specific design. So they use technology and computer and also engineering in order to reach to the best design that will solve the problem. And then they will use their mathematics and technology and programming skills in order to develop a specific program that the robot is going to apply in order to solve this specific challenge or problem. So robotics is integrating the fun with the real goals of education. So what are the different learning outcomes of teaching robotics in our schools? I believe that innovation and creativity is one of the most important outcomes. When students are designing new device or a new robot to solve a specific problem, this is the core or the capstone of innovation and creativity. Also, robotics is increasing the teamwork spirit. When the team members are working together to accomplish one goal, I believe that this is the best teamwork spirits goals that should be developed during working on a robotics mission. Also, it develops their communication skills. Additionally, it develops their commitment and decision making. It increases their time management, or it develops their time management skills. And finally, it scaffolds their logic and critical thinking in solving problems and trying to figure out different solutions. So, why VEX Robotics? There are lots of robotics kits that we can use in education. So why specifically we have chosen the VEX Robotics? I believe that there are three basic dimensions or advantages of VEX Robotics. One of them is that VEX Robotics are recognized as a leading classroom robotics platform. It's a rich platform that gives our students the opportunity to get into the engineering and mechanical design. Plus, it helps them to go into a deeper level in programming. The second item, or the second advantage of VEX Robotics, is that VEX Robotics nurtured knowledge of science, technology, engineering, and math education, which is the STEM education. Finally, VEX Robotics provide teachers and students with an affordable and suitable platform for both classrooms and playing fields. So these are the three advantages of VEX Robotics, and I believe that this is a competitive advantage for this kind of robotics. Types of robotics, of VEX Robotics. We have two basic types of robotics. We have VEX IQ and we have VEX EDR. Basically, we have a third type, which is VEX Pro. We're going to speak about that in details in our future videos. VEX IQ is a STEM education revolution for elementary and middle school students, while the VEX EDR is the world's premier classroom robotics platform for middle school, high school, and beyond. So if you are starting with your elementary and middle school students, you can use VEX IQ. If you have middle school and high school or university students, you can use VEX EDR. This is a wonderful video that shows you the different advantages of VEX IQ and how it is very rich kit that you can use to build different designs. And as you can see, there are rich designs that you can build using the VEX IQ. So it is very important to utilize your knowledge and skills in VEX IQ and VEX EDR in specific contexts such as challenges. That's why VEX introduces two challenges for both types of robotics kits. You can participate in VEX IQ challenge, which is the bank shot, and you can participate in the VEX EDR competition, which is nothing but net. We are privileged that UAE and the Ministry of Education in UAE is going to supervise such great competitions here in UAE. And if you need any more information related to those challenges and how you can register for these two challenges, so please contact Miss Hissa Tuneji via this email, and Mr. Ayman An-Najjar via also this email. And those are the supervisors of those competitions from the Ministry of Education. So please contact them in order to get more information about VEX IQ and VEX EDR competitions and kits. There are lots of training materials that you can find related to VEX Robotics, related to both mechanical design and programming, but I thought that it would be easier for us to find them in one place, so I included most of the useful training materials in my website. So please visit my website, which is sites.google.com/site/ProfShadi, or simply you can type Prof Shadi on google.com and you'll find my website. And if you went to the website, so this is Google, you can just type Prof Shadi here, Prof Shadi, and you will find this website, which is Prof Shadi Sites Google. And then you can go to this tab, which is here, VEX Robotics Team, and this page is designed for our students in Sharjah American International School, and it includes most of the useful training materials that you will need. So please feel free to go to the page and navigate through these training materials. And if you have any inquiry or question, please contact me through the email here, which is prof.shadi@gmail.com. Also, I encourage you to subscribe on our YouTube channel, which is Shadi Al-Qassas. You simply can type Shadi Al-Qassas on YouTube and you will find my YouTube channel, and it includes lots of wonderful projects related to robotics and microprocessors and microcontrollers. So this is my presentation for today. I hope that we covered the main targets for today. We defined the meaning of a robot, and we identified the different advantages of VEX Robotics, and finally we identified the different types of competitions, and we highlighted some of the important training materials that you can use with your students. Thank you very much, and please, if you have any question or any inquiry, please send me an email or post it as a comment below this video. This is Shadi Al-Qassas, Head of Science Department, Sharjah American International School. Have a good day.